are we understanding that I'm an author? Like, right, understand that I am an author. Like, I'm an author. Do we get that? Do we see that? The girl is an author. Okay, let's watch the video. Hey guys, it's your girl Ziyanda Kumalo, aka iam.blvckrosesa, coming at you with another banging video. And as usual, you know the do's. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome home, baby. Welcome home, sweetheart. Welcome home, alive. And in today's video, we're gonna be like unboxing the girl's book. Did we get it? Did we hear that? Like, we're gonna be unboxing my book. As in the book I wrote. Are we understanding it? Are we getting it? Because I definitely haven't got it yet. It hasn't sunk in. Oh yes, because the hair is done, so please ne. But anyways, we're gonna be unboxing my book. Guys, if I cry there, please don't say anything. Just cry with me, okay? If I'm smiling, smile with me, because we clap hands for each other, right? Right? But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be unboxing my first official book, because I am now an author. I am a self-published international author. And yeah, I think it hasn't sunk in, because I do know that some of you know already, because I had announced it on Instagram and Facebook, I think, before having done this video, because obviously I was off of YouTube for a while. And in between all of that, this came. So, I mean, why not unbox it on camera? I have peeped it a bit, but we're going to be unboxing it together on camera. And yeah, just seeing my first reaction and everything. Okay, so firstly, where do I want to start? Wait, disclaimer again, before anything, if there's background now, yeah, wow. Noise, guys. There's dogs, there's kids, it's like hectic, okay? It's hectic. But anyways, so first things first, I am self-published. I self-published with lulu.com, and they made it so simple and so easy for me to publish with them, because literally I had been working on this book for the past 3 years. I actually wanted to publish back in high school, but I doubted it a lot, so I didn't. So I did publish with lulu.com. I literally, all I did was go onto their website, create my own profile, sort of, so I can log in and, you know, track my sales and all of that. So I did create a profile with them. I had my book on Word already, the whole thing typed out and checked and all of that on Word. So all I had to do was literally just upload it, or make the Word document a PDF so I can upload it onto lulu.com. Then I already had an artist, a visual artist, working on my cover and my back cover for me. So once that was in my grasp, then I uploaded that as a PDF as well, and boom, the girl had a book. And it does give you the option to either do a hard copy or an ebook. So there is an ebook coming up soon, because this is a hard copy. It does ask you what size you want, what sort of page feel you want, whether you want it glossy or matte. I think I chose matte, but I might go glossy, because this was my first copy. So I'm looking according to this copy how I want everything done for copies, you know, in future. But yeah, all the options were there with them, and I think I did look at everything. I looked at Amazon KDP, I think I looked at lulu.com. I looked at quite a few places that I could self-publish, but lulu.com economically is the only thing that actually makes sense, because when I looked at Amazon KDP, they were charging me like 300 rand for shipping per book. That was not gonna work. That was not gonna work. So with this one, it is my own profile. I sell it myself. I mean, we're manifesting for it to be on shelves, you know. But right now, anyone who does want a copy of the book can get it straight from me. But yeah, I'm talking a lot. But those are the nitty gritty things. And child, whoever told you that it's impossible to publish your own book, they lied. They lied, because I'm here to tell you that you can do it. Whether you want to publish a book, whether you want to put together recipes, whether you want to put together your life story, your bibliography, poems like I did, whatever it is that you want to get out into the world. The world is your oyster, honestly. The world is your oyster. With me, I think the one thing was I was so scared, because it is a poetry compilation. I was so scared of having my own poetry in the world. It's sort of, I mean, I'm a poet, so this is going to sound a bit deep, but it sort of felt like I am now officially vulnerable and naked in front of the world, because my feelings are on every single page. I say it a lot as an analogy, that I bled into every single page, because that's poetry to me. That's my release of any energy that I'm feeling, any feelings, any emotions that I can't explain. They're on paper. So this carries me, literally, it carries me. Yeah. But anyways, before I get too emotional, before even opening the book, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is how the book came. I love that this camera focuses, guys. But yeah, this is how the book came. And on it, it says Origin London, because it is an international publishing house. Then it says the weight, it says how many pieces are in here, which is 1. And it says where it's from. It has my address on there as well, so please don't peep that. And then yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, okay, in terms of how long this took for my book orders, I do have 2 options, either an express mail or an extreme mail. I think that's what I call them. But one is 23 to 27 days, and then the other one is 10 to 17 days. So yeah, they all like, and it's not that expensive, because I charge 300 rand for my book, right? And that includes shipping. So I mean, come on, it's coming express from the US, so, and it's coming to your door, and it comes packaged, so it's value for money, honestly. So I'm gonna open this up. It was really hard opening this, actually, because yeah, the sellotape is really hectic. But okay, in here we have the invoice, because it does come with an invoice that just says it's from lulu.com and where it's going and all of that. Yeah, so that's what that is. Then okay, then we have the book. So my book is titled If the Mirrors Could Speak by Ziyanda Kumala. Like, to have my own name on my book, that is crazy for me. It is, I don't even know what to say. It's a lot, but it's been a long time coming. It has definitely been a long time coming. Then it just says here, a journey of self-love, self-awareness, and self-improvement. So this book is purely sort of, when I explain it, people always say it's a self-help book. So that's what I'm going to say it is. It's a self-help book. And it's a more let's do it together sort of self-help book, because in the book, as much as it's a poetry compilation, so there's poems, and I'll sort of touch on the themes, but I won't give away too much. But in between the themes, it's a journal as well. This book is not just to read, it's to write as well, and you'll see that just now. And then the back does say First of all, it has my picture. It has my picture. And in the back it does say, think of this book as a journal and entries of motivation, all for you. So I hope this finds you well. I hope it lifts you up, it drags you out, and reminds you that whatever you are going through is not permanent. Just keep moving. And it has my Instagram handle, my YouTube page, my email, and my business or my company name. And yeah, it's like 200 pages more or less. Something like that. But anyways, so the last page does have a bit of a barcode on it as well, because serious logo, why not? Okay, so the front page does say, I dedicate this book to my grandmother, my family, my friends, and you. Thank you. A special shout out of thanks to the designer and artist behind my book cover at 11 Magical Turtle. Like, I'm plugging you now as well, so check them out. Check out 11 Magical Turtle. He is pure, man, like the artist of the artists, okay? When I portrait you, book covers, logos, I'm gonna put all the details and all the, right there, because I'm a girl that plugs. I'm the whole extension, in fact. Then it just says, I own the copyright to every poem in this book. Every poem in this book was written by me. Yeah, everything in here is by me and me alone. Yeah. Okay, so basically, to sort of explain the story behind the book, writing this book was actually the most painful journey ever. And not a bad pain, it was actually a good pain, because when I wrote this book, I wrote it, I was writing out of pain. I was writing from a place where I just needed somewhere to let my feelings out. I was journaling basically. But when I look back at it, I was like, this is something so many people can relate to. And even in my themes or my chapters, it's very relatable, because already with my chapters, I have 10 chapters, excluding the writer info and my introduction. But my first chapter is Can the Mirrors Speak? Obviously, because of the title. My second chapter is When You Can Barely Get Out of Bed. So here I literally am motivating you to get out of bed. But you find that it's sad poems, it's angry poems, it's happy poems, but it's poems to get you up, it's poems to lift you out. So I wrote it in sort of seasons of, this is how you may be feeling. So if you're feeling like that, you don't even have to read the book in order. But if you're feeling like you can't get out of bed, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling hurt, you go to that specific chapter and you can read. And I think I wrote 3 poems and then a journal entry, 3 poems and then a journal entry, just so it felt like an interaction. It felt like, and it's not just an empty page where you just write out emotions. I actually ask questions, so you can write something that you're actually feeling. Yeah. So my third chapter is When You Can't Stand Yourself. I went through times when physically, because I had a lot of self-esteem issues, still working on all of them, but I went through the motions. So in all of it, there were days I woke up and I couldn't stand myself. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror, any of it. So that's why I wrote that chapter. Then you have When You Feel Stuck. Again, there were moments when I felt like nothing was moving in my life, when I felt like I was so stagnant, but I was doing so many things. And I recently just went through that. And I was able to actually go back to my own book and be like, girl, you wrote it for other people as much as you wrote it for yourself. Then you have chapter 5, When You Feel Betrayed. In this chapter, I felt very hurt. I felt very betrayed. And it's not just by friends or a family, it's by the world. You wake up sometimes and you're even betrayed by yourself. So that was that. Then I have a chapter on When You Feel Ugly. So these are the days when you wake up and you feel out of yourself. You feel like you can't appreciate yourself. You feel like you're not enough. Those are, Then I have a chapter 7, that says when you feel lonely. And this is not just lonely as I don't have a partner or I'm not in a relationship. No, it's a lonely of I'm feeling something right now, but I can't explain it. And because I can't explain it, it sets me apart from everyone else. It puts me in my own box. That's what that is. Then you have chapter 8, when you feel revengeful. I went through a phase where I felt angry and my anger was channeled at the world. So when I say when you're feeling revengeful, it's not just to people, but sometimes you wake up so angry at yourself, you wake up angry at the world, and you're looking for someone to blame. And when you do find someone or something to blame, then you feel like I want to exert as much pain as I felt onto whatever that is. So that's what that chapter is for. Then you have chapter 9, when you feel tired. Sure, through that chapter, a lot was happening. I didn't feel exhausted. I wasn't physically exhausted. I was spiritually exhausted. I was mentally exhausted. I was soulfully exhausted. It was that tired that I'm sitting in bed and I'm up, but I don't want to get out of bed. That's the tired I'm talking about. It's not the tired of who I just ran up 10 stairs or a million stairs. Okay, not a million, but I just ran up a flight of stairs and I'm tired. It wasn't that. It was I'm good to run. I'm good to do anything, but I'm exhausted. I'm heavy hearted. That sort of tired. And then chapter 10 is the brightest chapter in this book, and hopefully you read that chapter last, because that chapter is sort of an awakening, and it ties to the first chapter, because the first chapter was can the mirror speak, and in that chapter I was still questioning a lot of things. But when I got to chapter 10, where I say the mirrors are speaking, I'm confirming that the mirrors could speak, and now the mirrors are saying so many beautiful things, because I went through all these different chapters and here we are. So yeah, that's my book. That's where we are. That's, is a second one coming? I hope so. I don't want to put a stamp on it yet, but probably. But I don't want to put a stamp on it. Then I'm probably gonna read through the introduction and share one poem, perhaps. But okay, my introduction. I have wanted to write this book for over 3 years now. But I knew that the process would need me to unpack emotions I never wanted to feel again. Finally, I decided to feel again, to live again, to love again, and here we are. This book took everything out of me, but after writing it, I found myself eager to keep writing even when it hurt, to bleed onto pages that can help heal someone else. This book comes from a wholesome place, a place where my past felt like my present, a place where I struggled to forgive myself, to love myself, to be myself. This book entails a poetry collaboration set out to tell the story of my life, how you will hurt, how you will fail, give up, break, and go numb. But in this book, I give you a look into the journey of self. I give you a space, a safe space to vent. Think of this as a journal entry for each state of mind you find yourself in. With it, I have left you a little pick me up. This is my gift to you, for you to remember that you will learn to love yourself, just like you will learn to live another day. This is all of me for you to read. This book is going to unravel things. Pace yourself. That's my introduction. Already it's heavy. It's hectic. It's So like I said, I'm just going to look at the first chapter as an example. I did say there's like 3-4 poems and then a journal entry. So in the first chapter, Can the Mirror Speak? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 poems. No, I'm lying. I have 2 poems and then a journal entry, right? And this one says, here's some space to bleed. What's going on in that beautiful mind? Are you okay? I mean, really okay. And it gives you space to write things out. Then another 2 poems. Then I say, then a journal entry again. And I ask, have you healed from past traumas? What are you running from? Then another 2 poems. Then I say, are you ready to let it all go? What are you still holding on to? Then I'm going to read one of the poems from The first chapter, probably. Yeah, one of the poems from the first chapter. Okay, I'm like trying to decide which one I want to read. I'm trying to decide which one I'm trying to read. Like, excuse my singing, ne? I'm really trying to decide, but I don't want to keep quiet while I'm doing it. Okay, I'm actually gonna read, like, I think it's the third poem in the book. When nobody's looking. When nobody's looking, I seek to gorge my eyes out so I can't see my faults. I hope to blow out my eardrum so I can't hear the remarks. I try to hide what they're meant to see for what they should see. I swap out what I need for just the things I want. I question if I should be looking while I know I won't be too kind. I validate all the doubts they choose to leave behind. But when I look, I hope to see what they don't see. I hope to hear what they don't hear. I hope to show what I feel. I hope to return to what I need. I hope to be kind. I hope to doubt these doubts when nobody's looking. And that's a little piece from my book, which is out officially. I will leave details to if you want this book in the description box down below. But yeah, that's me. That's to new beginnings, to scary beginnings, to unleashing a whole different side to the world and to ourselves. And I think with that, one thing I want to say is, if there's anything you have been battling with that you actually want to do, but you've been questioning yourself or second guessing yourself, I'm here to validate it for you. I'm here to say, get up and get going. I'm here to say, get it started. I'm here to say, do it. Don't overthink it. Do it. Take it from an overthinker. But that is me. If you've reached this far in the video, firstly, please give the video a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Any questions you have about self-publishing or anything in the description box. Like, okay. Leave it in the comment section down below. Please share this video. Let the peeps know that the girl is an author now. And actually, if you reach this far, please leave me an emoji of books. An emoji of books or a tick to say, we did it, girl. We are verified. We are verified in the world of publishing, you know. But I think that's it from me. There's still a whole lot coming. There's still a whole lot that I launched and that I was working on outside of filming or outside of the YouTube screen. So there's still more coming. But this was definitely something that was on my chest, burning on my chest, that I just needed to get out there. And I mean, literally now there's a piece of me out in the world, which is still a crazy idea. I'm still learning to remind myself that I've got my own book. My name is on the cover and it's fully me. But I mean, it's part of growth, it's part of change, and it's part of brighter things, you know. But yeah, that's me rambling again. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. If you liked this video, please just give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, like, the subscribe button is not even down below, it's right on the video, that little block there. Please click it. I don't know if it's there or there, but I think it's there. Click it. Right, click it, because we need to get the subscriber count up. Even though you can't see it, we need to get it up. Right? Yeah. But that's it from me, your girl Z. As you guys know, I leave you with love, I leave you with peace, I leave you with joy, and most of all, most of all, I leave you guys with all the healing you need to get up and get back into the world. I love you guys so, so much. If you reached this far in the video, honestly, I thank you. I am really thankful. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. If you have any suggestions, drop them down below. But that's it from me, with lots of love. Peace.